Hello, and welcome back to Bakes for Kindness. Today we will be learning how to make some white bread and we'll be finding out about Alzheimer's Research UK. Please click subscribe to keep up to date with our latest bakes and to find out more about life-changing charities in the future. Before we begin, we want to wash our hands and put on a clean apron. First, we want to measure out 500 grams of strong white bread flour and run it through a sieve into a mixing bowl. We then want to add 2 teaspoons of salt and a 7-gram sachet of fast-acting yeast. Mix this all together until the ingredients are combined. Use your mixing utensil to create a well in the centre of the mixture, which looks like this. Add 3 tablespoons of olive oil, followed by 300 millilitres of barely warm water. Stir this into the mixture until the dough comes together. If the dough seems a little stiff or the mixture isn't fully together, add a little bit more water, like I did, at the same temperature as before. If the dough is very sticky, add a little more flour to it. We then want to take some more flour and sprinkle it onto our work surface. This will stop the dough sticking to it. I would also recommend coating your hands with some flour so that they won't stick to the dough either. Tip the dough out onto the work surface and knead for about 10 minutes. To do this, take the heel of your hand and push the dough away from you. Fold the dough in half and press it away from you again. Repeat this, turning the dough as you go so that it is evenly kneaded throughout. If your work surface or hands need it, coat them with more flour as you go to prevent sticking. Knead until the dough is a smooth texture like this. We will then need to grab a clean bowl and oil it. To do this, I have taken some kitchen roll and folded it up and dabbed some oil onto it. I then wipe all around the inside of the bowl with the oil so that it is coated. Place the dough inside the bowl and seal the top of the bowl with cling film. Place your dough in the fridge overnight. You can also prove your dough out of the fridge for 1 hour until it is doubled in size, but I chose to leave mine in the fridge overnight. The next day, or when the dough is ready, get a large baking tray and line with greaseproof paper. Now, my dough still ended up sticking to this, so I would suggest that you also coat this with a bit of flour just in case. Get the bowl with your risen dough in it, remove the cling film and knock it back. I did have to look up how to do this myself, so I'll show you now. Lightly punch the middle of the dough and watch it deflate as the air escapes. Then pinch the edge of the dough with one hand and pull it into itself. Keep doing this, going around the dough until the air has been knocked out of it. Once you've done this, it's time to shape the dough. Remove it from the bowl and make it into a ball. Place it on the lined baking tray and leave to prove for another hour until it has doubled in size again. I could have done with leaving my dough longer to prove, so it might pay to measure your dough before each prove, its height and its length, to see how your dough is growing, as it can make it difficult to tell by eye, at least to me, a beginner bread baker. While our dough is having its second prove, I would like to tell you about the charity Alzheimer's Research UK. Their goal is to develop life-saving dementia treatment by 2025 so that people will be free from the fear, heartbreak and harm caused by the disease. Alzheimer's causes dementia, which affects a person's ability to remember, think or speak. It can affect their ability to do simple everyday things, or may cause them to act in ways that would seem strange and not like themselves. There has not yet been a common link found as to what causes these diseases, which is why scientists are working hard to find what causes them. There have, however, been correlations between those with diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol or depression, and getting dementia. Every day, 600 people in the UK develop dementia, and although it is more common in people older than 65, it can affect younger people too. Alzheimer's Research UK is the world's largest dedicated dementia research charity and uses ideas backed up by the strongest scientific research, with the aim of changing lives for good. They are focusing on 4 key areas to make their mission a reality: understanding the disease, accurate diagnosis, reducing the risk factors that contribute to the disease, and finding effective treatments. To find out more about their work and to donate, head to alzheimersresearchuk.org. Thank you. Now back to the bake. Once the dough is ready after its second proof, preheat the oven to 220 Celsius, 200 for a fan oven or gas mark 7. Dust your dough with a little more flour and mark it by cutting an X shape roughly 6 cm long across the top. When the oven is up to temperature, place the dough inside and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. To tell if your bread is cooked, lift it up carefully using oven gloves and tap the bottom. If the bread is ready, it will sound hollow when not. Leave it to cool on a wire rack, and when it is cool enough, it's time to serve. And there you have it! You've made your very own homemade bread. Well done if it's your first time making it like me. If it's not perfect, it's okay. We will learn from our mistakes and we'll get better each time we make it. Please like and share this video. When we have enough subscribers and watch time, we will be able to raise money for these great charities you're learning about. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!